We have Kelly Andell. So Kelly is the founder of the Kelly Andell team at eXp Realty. She's a top producing realtor and in the Houston area and a real estate investor. She organically built a strong referral base, which accounts for roughly 75% of her yearly transactions. So welcome, Kelly. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. So Kelly, we've gotten to know each other a little bit over the past, I guess, about a year or so, and 75% referrals. And remind folks, how long have you been in the industry?
8 years.
All right, so 8 years. So you've seen a few years, a few different types of environments in real estate. 75% referrals. That's pretty huge, and that's not. You do 10 deals a year. Like you're doing a pretty decent amount of deals a year, and to have that type of referral base, that's huge. So how has that helped you avoid becoming a lowest price commodity as like the Zillows and the iBuyers and all those guys, and then everyone else getting their license? How's it helped?
There's a ton of competition right now for sure. And I'm going to echo what they said too, is you have to stand out. You have to make yourself different. You have to provide more, my focus is trying to provide the best service that I can for my clients. And, being an investor, I feel like I have a lot more connections and things like that. That's actually, I've always wanted to flip houses. And once I started doing that, I feel like my business went up because they love the idea of flipping houses, and so now, client needs their carpets cleaned, or they need paint, or they need whatever, they know they can call me because I have all those connections.
Yeah,
for sure. That's really helped. Yeah. And I focus on my warm market. That's where I try to nurture all of my business, like she said, becoming having raving fans. That's what I try to do. I try to stay, top of mind for all of my warm market, because that's where all my leads come. 8 years, like he said, also 8 years, that's when you start getting, all those repeat clients that are coming back time and time again to sell and buy again. So
is there anything unique that you feel that you're doing to connect with your first-time clients that's going to help them become the raving fans, where they are going to refer their aunt, uncle, neighbor, and everyone else?
Yes, absolutely. So I try to have, good referrals for them as far as lending options. That's really important to first-time homebuyers because they don't know anything about what they're doing. They don't know about the lending process. They don't know that they don't have to pay me. Like,
they have no idea about anything, really.
Yeah, a first-time buyer, they have no idea. So I was just talking to some first-time buyers the other day on the phone, a couple that I'm starting to work with now, and they had no idea. They were like so excited that they didn't have to pay me out of pocket. I'm like, no, I'm going to work for you for free, But I think it's, having those connections to really good lending options, and then, just really communicating. People don't know what they don't know. So I always tell everybody there's no dumb questions. There's no dumb questions, and I will answer as many questions as you have, and we will go through the whole process. And then when we're done, you will not remember half of what I said. So we're going to go over it again, So, I think communication is the key for any relationship. That's just the basics of any relationship. And when you're trying to build a business that's relationship based, then you better be a good communicator. So that's what I really try to focus on with all my clients, really, but first time home buyers especially, because they need that extra help.
Yeah. And how have you balanced that with the sales aspect to the brand building aspect of the business? Clearly you've got branding down. If you're going to get 75% referrals, that's huge.
It is.
Within an 8-year period. It's not like you've been in the industry for 30 years. That's huge. So how are you balancing sales and branding?
So, I'm really trying to get as good as you and a lot of these other people that are in my upline with eXp as far as your online presence, because, it doesn't really come natural to me, but But I know like that video is an awesome way to connect with people. So that's really like, I'm really trying to get better about connecting with people on video. However, you know, as far as building my sales, you know, my sales numbers, which is super important to me because, you know, we all like to get paid. So I'm trying to build my numbers. I'm trying to build a team underneath me. So something that I'm doing as far as that is I'm creating, you know, kind of a machine. I'm starting another company that will provide even more services to my clients. So, you know, I feel like the more experience, the more connections that you have, the more your clients know that they can count on you for anything that they need, is super important. So yeah, I'm basically building another company now, which I'm super excited about. Can't wait to launch it. Have a lot of stuff going on in the background with that, but it's basically going to be, you know, a driving force, driving those leads in for my team, not just for me, but for my team underneath me. So it'll build my sales, but it'll also build my team sales. So
yeah, I saw you make a post about that.
Yeah.
So I look forward to talking to you more about that later on. So you're building the team. You've got the communication being heart and center at I guess the client relationship aspect throughout a transaction. That's helping you ultimately brand your clients into becoming raving fans, and then now you're actually building a team of agents to replicate that.
Yep.
What has been the biggest challenge that you find with other agents being able to replicate what you're doing?
You know, I think it's mindset because, you know, there's a million people getting their license and there's nothing that we can do about that. All you can do is focus on being the best agent you can be, providing the most service, having the most knowledge, having the most connections. You know, don't worry about the things that you can't change, only change the things that you can. And I see a lot of times I'm always trying to encourage other agents, like they get discouraged, you know, there's a million people getting their license, or, you know, I don't feel like I'm doing enough of this or doing enough of that. It's like, you know, you have to build that, you have to build your spirit up, build your mind, and move forward every day. You know, that's all you can do. And so that's, you know, that's really where I focus. Like every day I start my day, it's, you know, meditations and positive affirmations all the way. I take my son to school every day and he listens to them with me every day. So I'm all about like building up your, you know, your knowledge base, building up your mind, building up your spirit, and just, you know, slay the day.
I was listening to a podcast. I don't remember who it was, but it was the kid telling his experience driving to school with his mom. And he asked her to turn on some music, and she was like, "No, you're in the car with me. You're listening to Tony Robbins."
Right. Yes. That's 13. So he's going to start reading books with me now. That's the next thing.
Yes. All right. Well, Kelly, hey, it's been fun. Look forward to working with you more and hanging out soon. You're just crushing it. I can't wait to see what that interloop flip looks like whenever you get to
Beautiful. I've already got multiple buyers. I'm so excited about that one.
All right. I want to walk that. So let's schedule that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, Kelly.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kelly.